Nick's with us in Seattle. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Hi, Dave. I'm doing great. Thanks so much for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
So I'm a young guy. I'm 23, and I've been living your platform for most of my life, and I'm trying to get into buying a house with a no credit check.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is I've lived, I think, a little too debt-free.
There's no such thing. You have zero credit score.
I have zero credit score.
Mm-hmm.
I have lived with my parents up until the last couple of months.
Okay, now that can be a problem. Yeah, you don't have a track record of paying a landlord. You usually have to pay your landlord earlier on time for 2 years, have a strong down payment, and be early and be steady on your job for 2 years. And then with no credit score, you can get the same mortgage you could get with a credit score.
Right, and so I'm just wondering what should be my step. I've got a good solid down payment saved up, and so I just need to know. I don't necessarily think I have the time to wait, 6 to 24 months with paying rent.
Why?
Because I'm getting married in a couple of months, and we'll be having a baby, and rent is really expensive in my area here.
And rent's not as expensive as home ownership.
That's true, but rent is extremely high in the Seattle market, and I'm worried about losing too much of the down payment and then not having enough to.
If you have to use the down payment to pay the rent, then you can't afford to buy a house because you can't pay the payment. If you can't pay a rent payment, you can't pay a house payment, dude. Baby's on the way?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry. I could pay the rent. I just.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
I'm very frugal, and just. I'm very, afraid of, not afraid, but concerned of wasting the money in my mind.
It's not. It is a waste if you live a life of doing this for a decade. I'm suggesting patience. The first thing you need to do is get married. Set up your house, spend a year getting to know each other. You'll make a much wiser decision buying a house after you've been married a year. It takes a year of being married to know how close to your mother-in-law to buy. That was a joke, dude. Okay.
I get it.
You got to get to know each other. You got to hang some curtain rods together, man. I mean, it's just which will cause a divorce in some households. So, you just have to work through some stuff, and you're better off to just take your time. When you're 30, you're going to be glad you were patient. Not 5 years of rent, but 1 year. And you've already paid a little bit of rent now, it sounds like. Get with Churchill Mortgage, and they'll lay out for you exactly what you got to do to qualify for a mortgage with no credit score. Don't go get into debt, and don't go buy a house right now. Just take your time. Get married, be married a year, then go buy a house. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.